A neon orange Donald Trump spoke in Clinton, Iowa, his latest Iowa rally, now just days before the Iowa caucus. And Trump simultaneously boring the audience to death and also telling corrosive lies about the nature of reality. Here is Donald Trump once again raising questions about cognition, dropping one of these aimless, meandering word salads. See if you can make heads or tails out of this for me. And why is he so orange? We just never get an answer.
Because I take it, people do say, they say two questions they have for me. One is, sir, how do you do it? How do you take it? And the other one is, will they do it again? They better not do it again. We have a lot of good people, and we're going to fight like hell. I actually say, don't worry about the vote. We're going to get plenty of votes. Just worry about securing the vote. And we used to say election day, right? But today you have election period. You have some of these things that go on for 55 days.
There you go. Just a lot of, they come to me and they say, sir, this, that, and the other thing. And maybe the sickest moment in this entire event was when Trump, he is not even pretending now that he supports due process and law and order. Donald Trump is now talking about release the January 6th hostages. Release the January 6th hostages. These are alleged criminals who are getting due process and who are going through the justice system. Trump is now calling them hostages and demanding that Joe Biden release them. This is a sick, dangerous person.
What they've done, and they ought to, you know what they ought to do? They ought to release the J6 hostages. They've suffered enough. They ought to release them.
What?
I call them hostages.
The convictions were legitimate. Trump had the opportunity to preemptively federally pardon them. He didn't do it. This is due process, and Trump now is calling them hostages.
Some people call them prisoners. I call them hostages. Release the J6 hostages, Joe. Release them, Joe. You can do it real easy, Joe. This guy, what he's done to people.
And of course, these are all actions undertaken by these individuals when Donald Trump was still president of the United States. This is not law and order. This is not due process. This is a disgusting perversion of the justice system. And out of the other side of their mouth, they say, oh, Democrats want to defund the police. They're not for due process, law and order, or law enforcement. When did you last hear anything from any kind of establishment or Democrat in power about defunding the police? And meanwhile, Trump is saying these prisoners, these defendants are hostages and they should be released. Trump doing his trapeze artist act where he just flips back and forth between the economy's bad, thanks to Joe Biden, or it's actually good because people expect me to win. Here is Trump talking about the stock market being up because of the expectation that Donald Trump will win in November.
The reason the stock market's good is because every poll has us winning by a lot. And every time there's a good poll, watch it, the stock market goes up and up and up and up. And if something happened where it gets stolen, because it's the only way they're going to do it, they're professional thieves. They're the greatest.
So Trump's new argument is the stock market is up on the expectation that I'm going to win. Last week, the stock market was up because Joe Biden's Fed, which by the way functions independently, Joe Biden's Fed is lowering interest rates in order to help Biden, except they haven't lowered interest rates yet. They've stopped raising them. And regardless of the high rates, the economy has still been good. Every week, it's a different explanation. And then lastly, Donald Trump rehabilitating the gas stove lies. Donald Trump courageously taking the position that if he wins, you'll be able to cook on your gas stove. Now, why you can't cook on it now, I have no idea.
And you won't have to buy an electric car, and you'll be able to cook on your gas stove from day one. And if you want to buy it, you can. But you're going to have a lot of choices. You're going to have a lot of choices, all right? You're going to have,
Yep. You know, when I got rid of my gas stove last year, got an induction stove. When they took it out, I saluted the stove. And they said to me, sir, we've never been treated so unfairly with these gas stoves. Now, again, remember, Joe Biden has said the administration has said, we don't even have the authority to ban gas stoves. We're just incentivizing people to get like a clean induction stove. We're doing some rebates. It's a great thing. Cook on whatever you want. But if you thought your gas stove was going to be taken away, I don't know why you would think that, but if you thought that, now you know that it'll be given back, I guess, when Donald Trump becomes president. The crowd is delusional. The statements are delusional. And the real concern is this guy's going to win, and he's going to do all of the violent things that he's alluding to. I ran into a family friend the other day who is a big fan of our sponsor, MD Hearing. She's tried several hearing aids, but has settled on MD Hearing. MD Hearing specializes in FDA-registered rechargeable hearing aids at a fraction of the cost. And MD Hearing's brand new XS model is their smallest ever, and it costs 10% less than the price of a hearing aid at a brick and mortar hearing clinic because they get rid of that extra markup. MD Hearing was founded by an ENT surgeon who saw how so many of his patients needed hearing aids, could not afford them. So he made it his mission to develop a quality hearing aid that anyone could afford. My family friend uses MD Hearing, loves how they have audiologists on staff to help her calibrate the device anytime she needs. She says it just works better than anything she's used. MD Hearing has sold over 1.5 million hearing aids. They offer a 45-day risk-free trial, a 100% money-back guarantee. If you want MD Hearing's smallest hearing aid ever, go to shopmdhearing.com. Use the code PACMAN to get them for only $397 when you buy a pair. The link is down below.